All right, all right, all right. We are set. Hey, QMedia Nation. Already ready. All right, QMedia News, QMedia, QMedia. We are here. Yes. What's popping? What's cracking? What's doing all that stuff that we like to do so much here on the QMedia Nation show? Peace and blessings. I am Sister Falana. We are live and in living color, making it happen, make it do what it do. All right, right. Like I said, yes, we're doing what we do here on the QMedia Nation show. Oh man, woo! We've had quite a week. I don't know. Were we on last week? I don't remember whether we were on last week or not. Ooh. So just getting it set for the night. We making a couple of things happen here. My banners. Where are my banners? Where are my banners? Yes. Q Media Nation, you see the number. You see the number going across the screen. 551-207-1327. We are coming at you live and direct here on the show because we love what we do for you. The invitation is always open. We come on every Tuesday night right here on uh, on StreamYard as often as we can from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, uh, 5 o'clock Pacific, 5 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. Um, we just really love you all. We also did another show a couple of weeks ago. I think it was last week we did another show for our business. So for many of you who are looking for that opportunity to get yourself out there in a much larger forum, we have a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you to get down with us with the 100,000, the six-figure ring earners, six-figure ring earners. I want you all to know what that's all about. So the six-figure ring earners, we're gonna have them on. We got some surprises for you all. We have some good stuff for you all, so that you don't take it lightly what we about to do. All right, we're not gonna tarry with so many things, but I just want to tell you all, hmm, yes, we got a lot of good stuff for you, and what I want to express to many of you is that Q Media is coming with some new stuff. Coming with some new stuff. When I say creating the new station, you see that little, where are we? Where are we? Right here. Right here. Creating the new station. You see it right here? Creating new station. All right. I want you all to know we're right here on StreamYard, which is one platform. We also broadcast onto YouTube, so this is probably going to go on YouTube in a minute, which I'm getting ready to make it. So we're gonna get that podcast too. We're just uploading a lot of stuff. We're making things happen here. So I don't want you all to think that we're not getting things done. known, and let's see how we can be a benefit to you. We always look to be a benefit to other people. So I want you all to take this very, very seriously, what I'm about to say. I want you all to take a very close look at how to get in contact with us. That's on Instagram, Q Media Nation, at Q Media Nation on Instagram. I want you to take that very, very seriously. Let me tell you why. Because we're getting ready to open up a whole new avenue for many of you who are independent artists and as well as business people. You know, we're on board with Global Media. I'm going to get their logo to show you all the logo that I have. Boardwalk Global Media. Um, we also have, um, oh my goodness, uh, Royal Hustler. We also have Renee Mickens with us. We also have Maria Davis. I mean, these are some powerful, powerful people in the industry. We also have Rock Davis. Oh my God. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. So we have a lot of good resources for you. So that's why I'm saying to you at Q Media Nation, I love hearing that little thing. But I'm saying to you why it's important for you to get on board. I mean, this could work for you. That could work for you. That one piece that you have been missing, you may be able to get it. And shout out to 187 Studios in Clifton, New Jersey. 187 Studios. I got to shout out a couple of folks. So I'm looking here at my phone because I want to make sure that we are camera ready. All right. Okay. One more time. Okay. There we go. So I want you all to understand. All right. That's what we're doing here. Because we want to make sure this is a lively show. We want to make sure that we get everything in at all at one time. For all of you who have not been connected to us, you know now you can get connected to us via Instagram. That's the best way to get in contact with us and make things happen. But I also want you all to take another look at the screen at Indie Talk Japan. That is our Twitter. That is our Twitter. So we are making a lot of things happen, making sure that we come to you and get as much stuff as we can get done, okay? Because many of you all don't know what's really happening in the industry. You don't know because as an independent artist, you're thinking of things in a small way, in a linear way. And it's time to start thinking of things in a much broader capacity, a much broader way. So I want you all to get uh to get familiar with who we are and what we're doing. Uh yeah. So anyway, like I said, as you all know, if you're on YouTube and you see the little tag at the bottom, we're introducing 24-hour radio. 24-hour radio. Do I hear you? 24-hour radio, Q Media Nation Radio, Q Media Radio. I'm telling you all, if you're an artist, get your music over to us. Let's make it happen. We want artists who are sure about themselves, artists who want to go somewhere. We also want to field new artists. If you are radio edited or not, so I'm not putting those parameters around there. Let me tell you why I'm not doing that. For the first 100 artists, the first 100 artists, let me cue up some music here. The first 100 artists, we want you all to get on with us. Why the first 100 artists? Well, because we've been doing this for a minute and we know what it takes to be a rock solid artist. We know what it takes to pretty much get your music heard and your music out there. And we want to be here for you all. So I don't I have no doubt in my mind that there are thousands upon thousands of artists who are out there just making things happen. And so, from our little humble beginning in 1988 all the way to now, which is 30 plus years, what is it, 32, 33 specifically focusing on independent artists, but we're going to do more than that. We're going to also allow you an opportunity to share the platforms that we have for those first 100 artists. So those first 100 artists that get in with us, you're going to be for free. So we're taking out all the stops. So all of you who are complaining, I can't get my music played, nobody wants to hear me, I don't have this, I don't have that. Cut the BS. Cut it. Cut the BS. We're taking out all the excuses for you not to get your music heard. We're also going to be taking video submissions as well, so that on the YouTube channel we can load your videos so that you have video play and you get exposure, because exposure is the name of the game. Exposure, exposure, exposure. The more people that you can reach your that can reach that you can reach out to at any given time in any business whatsoever, the more people that you can reach out to, the better it is for you, the independent artist. We I couldn't be more exclamatory with this. I couldn't be more excited than right now because um, we when we took our talents over to Japan, and at that particular time it was MySpace, MySpace.com, and MySpace.com, oh, that was quite a platform to be on. That MySpace basically was a platform that you could take your music, your video, your um, screenshot, or whatever you had in terms of your album. I believe MySpace is still around. I'm not sure, but I believe it still is. However, MySpace was the space at that particular time. And when you had MySpace, you thoroughly knew that you had a platform to be a part of. So I want you all to understand, when MySpace was created, that set a whole new stage for many of us. It was like we're all in the ring together. We were all in the ring together. So I want you all to really understand how the independent artist music, MySpace, and I don't think it was just MySpace. There was a few others out there, but I would say the most popular of it all is you know, getting the um it was getting your music out to the public. That was what was so profound about all of that, is that the fact that you could get your music directly to people, directly to the industry, without having to um, appeal to some record executive, setting up a meeting, flying in, flying out, driving from. Uh, you know, it's that kind of feeling that you knew it was never going to be the same in the industry when an entity like MySpace came around. And then there was Facebook. And then Facebook was a little bit different of a platform than there's there's so many different platforms now. There's TikTok, there's this, there's that. So all of these social media platforms are really designed to get directly to people. And so when we are offering our platform for artists to have an even larger framework to work from, that is a tremendous thing, because so many people are still trying to, follow algorithms and, do all these different creative things in order to get their music heard. So I want you all to understand the evolution of the music industry in and of itself has called attention to so much. And what we want to do from the Q Media Nation show, shout out to all those who have their little armbands, okay? The best of independent media, the best in independent radio, all of that. We absolutely are making our way through. We are covering the bases for certain people, and for other people we just doing what we do. So what I'm really saying to you is that we have a nice platform for you. But not only do we have a platform, even though you could get straight to the people, there are people who are still in the larger industry who work the boardroom to make sure that for every dollar spent that you make equivalent to the dollar coming back to you and then some. So there are those who are brainstorming and they're getting their music out to the general public. Yes. But there's also a such thing as, not only can I get my music out to the people, not only can I make a buzz for myself, but who's going to be in that landscape to help me to reach people? And that's where we come in. Is we're trying to make it so that you have another platform, another outlet, another opportunity to get your music out to the people, but also to the larger industry who's going to sign you to various deals, meaning endorsement deals, meaning the more people as a brand influencer that you are, you're able to invite more income to come to you. And I'm saying that with all due respect, all of us who were artists back, let's say, 80s, 90s, when we were really, doing things. 80s and 90s was a time that was never before. And one of the biggest names at that particular time was Maria Davis when it was an independent artist. If you graced her stage, if you were able to get a spot, I'm talking about from Jay-Z to P. Diddy and many more, Dougie Fresh to name another name. If you had the opportunity during those 80s and 90s to get on her show, you knew you had reached, you knew you had done something when you got on there. And so it's the same way now. It's the exact same way that we're doing it. So I'm saying to you, there's no better time than the present. We're actually designing the channel as we speak. So you're hearing it straight that myself and the team got together a little bit earlier and we brainstorming on the names to call the radio show and all those kind of things like that. But it's not going to be a show. I told you all when we started this in 2009, I told you all, as short as Miss Falana, that we were going to build a station, and tonight we made it happen. Earlier this evening, we made something happen like never before. I have been in this study program, and I'm telling you, I'm up late at night studying this program. And one of the things that this guy, and I can say his name, I'm in a program with Grant Cardone. I'm not a big fan of his on a personal level, but his teaching style is gritty, is to the heart. I'm a big Jordan Belfort person. So when it comes to sales and driving people and creating an atmosphere and designing your own lane and really commanding attention, these guys are two names that are out there that I gravitate to. Greg Cardone, I've been studying him for a minute, but I had an opportunity, a brilliant opportunity, through a mentor of mine who invited me onto the program because we're working together in the insurance industry. We'll get into that probably in a few minutes, but because I'm never going to not publicize all the businesses that we are involved with. But what I will say to you is that Grant Cardone said something very, very important. And I want to share it with you all, if you allow me a moment, just to take a page out of that book. One of the things that he said was he used to talk to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time. And that's a slow moving process, is to be with one person at a time. So that's what I'm saying in terms of the music industry. There was a time when you had to find out who the gatekeeper was, meaning when I say who the gatekeeper is, you had to find out who was that person that could get your, I'm dating myself on this one, your audio tape to the right person. So you either, most of the time it was handing it to a DJ, because most DJs at the time, they had records and they would play an instrumental side of the record, or they would cut the record so that there was a break in the music where there were no words being spoken, so that DJ could cut it to a point where in that break in the music you could get your rap out, and you could get it, um Sugar Hill Gang, for instance. Then they took it to another level and they started creating the sounds. So they would take a break beat from James Brown, they would cut it up with any other thing, any other person. It could be in funk, it could be country and western, it could be any genre of music, but you took those clips, or you took the intro to something. Public Enemy was very good at this. And you made a new song from old songs. And so that evolution took place. And then there was something called royalties, where you infringed on somebody else's music, so then you had to pay some money because you used somebody else's stuff. So then artists began to create their own beats. And when they created their own beats, then this whole genre came along, where you weren't just using jazz, you weren't just using funk, you weren't using disco, you weren't using all of these different genres, but we created our own lane called hip hop. And that's where I'm trying to get to, is creating your own lane. So when you create your own lane, you're inspired by that. And so it's no longer one person, one person, one person, one person. You're invited to come to a show, you're invited to do different things. And in that, getting invited to different platforms and being able to be in front of groups of people. And so when we used to go out to the park right here where I live, Inglewood, New Jersey, shout out to Inglewood, New Jersey. That going out in the park and somebody bringing a couple of speakers out, and the park, free space, and they hooked up the equipment to the poles, the street lights, so you could break that open and you could plug different plugs in there, and that's how you got your juice. So you were able to create your own lane. You created your own party space somewhere where you didn't have to pay for it. And you did a couple of flyers, or you did word of mouth, and the next thing you know, you had a park full of people listening to people show off, or dance, or anything like that. So those kind of things like that, just understanding the creativity that it takes to create your own lane is tremendous, and it has remarkable results. And so what he ended up saying in this particular training module was, not only did he start to understand that I need to learn how to get in front of 35,000 people. And out of that 35,000 people, some may never, ever, ever, ever do business with me, but at least I have a greater chance in volume to expose what I have to a volume of people, a great product, something that I believe in. And I'm translating it to the music industry. Is okay, I believe in my music, I believe in what I do, and I'm going to take my talent wherever it needs to go. Whether you like me or not, at least I'm going. I'm going to do what I need to do. Talking about the Jay-Z's of the world, we're talking about Murder Inc., we're talking about Def Jam was doing distribution all over the place. And so I want to implore each of you to understand what it means to create your own lane, because Q Media is helping you to do that. Okay? So when you create your own lane, you also need power brokers who are in that same lane who you can get your music in front of. And at the same time, you don't have to waste time trying to follow people and try to figure it out yourself, but you utilize the brain and you also utilize the Rolodex and you also utilize the relationships that these people have that you have the opportunity to be exposed to if you have good music. Okay. Now, if they don't like it, okay, so what? But at least you have the opportunity to be exposed to the right people because they're also providing platforms and stages for you to get to their people. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about, being able to get in front of 35,000 rather than one. Case in point, look at your Instagram today. Now, some of us may have 1,000 followers, we may have 2,000 followers, we may have 50,000 followers, but the social media world, honestly, honestly, I don't know what the number is for all the social media platforms and for all the people who are on them. I don't have that number. However, if you were on several different social media platforms and you are one page or you have 10 pages, you're still not reaching everybody that you could reach. However, if you co-brand with other pages, other brand influencers, other people who are out there doing what you are setting out to do, you are making a difference and you're creating a dent. You're making things happen for you. So that's what I'm saying. Hold up one second. I got a little message here that I'm trying to, okay, I gotta add a add something to. So anyway, as I'm saying to you, a lot of you are not not getting to where you want to be or where you want to go because you're selfish. And I had to realize that as I'm studying in this particular program, another mentor, online mentor, Dave Robards. If you have an opportunity to check that name out, Robards, 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 Dave Robards. One of the things that Dave Robards talks about, he's a student and he also teaches in the Cardone University. Dave Robards says specifically the only reason why you're not doing what you're doing is because you're selfish. Stop thinking about you and thinking about the people who potentially need that music to potentially soothe their souls or to hype them up or to make them believe in something. Like, think of it as more than just you, because we have tremendous talent. For me to sit here and say, I got this. I don't have to talk to nobody. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to, it takes a lot for me to do these particular shows. But I also know the tremendous value. It builds me up knowing that I can help build somebody else up. It builds me up knowing that I can make someone else's um, performance, make someone else's music come to life for someone else. And so we offer that to you here in the QMedia Nation family. And so the team and I got together a little bit earlier, and we have a little something for you. Okay. So with that, 100 artists or 100 groups, whichever, we cut it off at 100. And in that 100, there's not it's not always going to be people who are going to be able to be down with us. Okay. So everybody who's coming as a free person, you have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. And what do I mean by you got to prove yourself? Meaning that as as an artist, proving yourself means you got to show up. You got to show up for you. You understand what I mean? Meaning that when your music is played and we reach out to you to make sure that we have your video on with us, make sure we have all the bases covered. You've got to be responsible, but not everybody is. I can tell you that right now. We're also going to be doing a monthly uh, insiders call where we will have certain people on the line that you could ask your questions to. And we're only going to be opening it up to those artists who are sincere about their talent, who are sincere about the business that we have to take care of with um, with everything that we're doing. Okay. So I need you all to understand this. This is we doing 100 artists, yes, but I will tell you this, with that comes responsibility. So 551-207-1327. You also can reach out to me on Facebook at Kamai, QUMAI Muhammad one. That's on our Facebook. So I want you to log into the Facebook because we're going to be doing some Facebook Live opportunities for folks. Also on uh, Instagram at QMedia Nation. I was reading a message that was coming through, but QMedia Nation on Instagram. You can even inbox us. But also with that, what I want you to do, look at you see that? You see that, right? You see this? You see this? I need you to see it. 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 Q Media Group USA at gmail.com. Let me tell you why I need you to see that. Because that's where you're going to send your information to. I need you. You see my Q Media 10. I don't have the other one out. You only see me promoting a couple of things. One of them is my six-figure ring earner because I'm headed there. I'm headed to being a six-figure ring earner, but I could tell you all about that in a minute. See this Q Media Nation pin? You see me promote that, and you see me with my Ravens team. You probably see me only promote a couple of things. That's independent radio, which is also independent media and radio, all of that to um, that. But also, you'll see me promote other businesses and people who are out there who are actually doing things. But I want you to do yourself a favor. On that Q Media Group USA, you're going to send me a bio, really an EPK. But if you don't know what an EPK is, electronic press kit. That's for a little people who are a little bit more savvy with things. But if you old school and you just need to get started, I need you to get me a bio. One bio. Okay. Number two, I need you to get me three MP3 songs. Okay. Meaning that your songs, they can be radio edited or not. But if you're looking for royalties, I'm going to be sharing your music. So it's in your best interest to have your music radio edited so that I can send it to other internet DJs who also have shows, who also have stations, who also have radio edited responsive music, who are royalty paying stations, okay, or shows. So three, okay. Now I need you also to do me another favor. With that, you can send me three videos. Now, I know some of you are going to look at this and say, I'm not doing all of that. That's up to you. But I'm going to tell you, this is going to be for the hungry ones. If you're not hungry, don't bother. I'm talking to the hungry people. Hungry people, do you hear me? Okay. All the hungry folks, I want you to understand what this means. Three MP3s, three videos in MP4 format. Okay. Give me in your bio should have who you are, where you're from, If you want to include who you're compared with or what you have done, okay, what genre you're in, all of that. If you don't have those specifics, hit us, hit it 551-207-1327. I'm gonna tell you what that bio needs to have, and if you need help doing a bio, I have a person that can get the stuff together for you. There's when I say no excuse, I mean there's no excuse. So you put money everywhere. You putting it on weed. You putting it on liquor. You putting it on your back. You putting it on your feet. You putting it on your head. You putting it maybe in a car or whatever. I don't know. But I will tell you this: for all of you who are out there who are trying to make a difference with your music and trying to get your talent out there, I'm telling you, Q Media Nation is helping artists make it happen. Okay, so I need you to understand that we're not playing. We when I tell you I'm not playing, I mean I'm not playing. I told you all in 2009 the direction that we were going in. Unfortunately, it's taken this long. Fortunately, yet unfortunately, we had to make some mistakes. We had to learn some things. We had to make a few steps forward and a couple steps back. And but we're working on it, and we've worked out a lot of things. But what I want you to first and foremost know is that the more that we work out things, the more we're taking folks with us, and we have done that since day one. Even for the folks that are not rocking with us now, it's okay. It's okay if you don't rock with us. You know why it's okay that you don't rock with us? Because you weren't meant to. For all of the folks that are rocking with us, we meant to be. So I'm not gonna balk at who's not here. I'm just gonna work with the willing. Work with those who are ready to make this thing happen over and over and over again. So, your bio, and if you don't have a bio, we could get that done for you. You just, it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but I can tell you it's going to be professionally done. I can even send you my press kit, which is a few pages. But if you want it done on that scale, on that level, then I say to you, get your stuff over to us. We need three photos. We asking for four, I think about four things. Okay. So I need you all to understand, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I need you to understand. I need you to understand. I need you to understand that your bio, three MP3s, they can be radio edited or not. I would prefer that they are radio edited for the sake of me playing you or giving your music over to terrestrial stations that are censored. Okay. So three MP3s, three videos in MP4 format so that we can get them in rotation here on the Q Media Nation YouTube channel, and so that we can load it also on here, because we do take artists and we spotlight them in on some of our other, on our shows, especially here on StreamYard. So I need you to understand that. Plus, we also try to do your videos and take them and put them on the Q Media Nation Instagram page, and we promote it on the Twitter page. So we're doing a lot of promotional work, and often we're not getting paid to do it. We will though. I will tell you that. I need you to get on while it's free. Okay. So you can't beat free unless, I don't know. I don't know what another denomination is other than free. So I want you to know. Hear me well. Hear me well when I tell you. All right. Understand that, because one day it's not gonna be free, and you're gonna be wondering. All right. You're gonna be wondering. Let's go. So I need to get you guys to get this together. That in all in all in all in all honesty, um your pictures, I don't want to see your middle finger in the picture. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. It's time for us to take things to another level. You don't need to curse and show your behind and do all those things. If that's what you want to do, that's you. But honestly, I try to look for more than a face. Need talent. We need talent. We need good, hard working talent who's ready to do things, to make stuff happen for themselves. So your pictures, I would prefer if you have your album cover or your single cover, your still shot of whoever you are, so we can get a good look at who you are, your face. Also, um, if you have a picture of you performing, I would love to see that. I would love to see how you look on a stage, because we're not just showcasing your music, we're showcasing you, and especially those who are in the tri-state area, meaning New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, also in the Quad, meaning Philly, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, all of that. We want you to come and be a part of this. We can zoom you in for an interview on our other shows, and even on this particular platform on StreamYard. We can have you on as a guest here while we play your video and get this particular broadcast out, because it is simultaneously being broadcasted to YouTube. So your interview is there to be a part of your EPK. Once again, your bio, bio, your bio. Okay, I need you to understand what that means. So, QMedia Nation, there are so many resources on the net, on the internet. One I'm going to give you, I'm looking up at my board, Fiverr.com. F is in Frank, I, V is in Victor, E is in Eric, Robert. Fiverr.com. Go on there and search for different things for yourself. And I'm telling you, it's a wealth of resources um, on that particular platform. So I want you to go there to Fiverr.com and start looking, because there are resources. I'm telling you, there's so many resources out here for people that it's unreal. If you want to do a website, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to do all those things, you can do it. But you also need to leverage your relationships. So when you leverage those relationships pay off. I'm gonna tell you one such relationship that I had with Gary De Lamar from Boardwalk Global Media. He's now with them, and what Gary and I did, we've been connected for 19 years. Ms. Tonier, who helps us out right here on the show, Tonier.QMedia. We have been friends. This year, 2021, makes it that we've been friends for 50 years. My other partner who comes on, Musharraf Hossein, he's one of those quiet folks, but if you see him, you know we all in there together. And when I say that's my ride or die crew, I'm telling you, there's more people, but I'm just giving you a couple of names, because these are the people that help make Q Media run on a daily and consistent basis. Whether it's something they help me think, they help me get things together, they help me make sure that I get what I got to get, because at the end of the day, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. So I can't I can't express it any better than that. But I want you all to understand, Q Media Nation is on the rise, and we're offering spots, 100 spots for free. So if you want to go on IAS Live and you want to be in their magazine and you want to get on TV in New York, especially in the New York area, I need you to understand you could do it. I want you to understand also that if you're looking to get on Twitch and other broadcast stations with us, and I'm gonna hit this Facebook page real quick, because I'm gonna share you something with you all real quick. I'm gonna tell you the other entities that we're with now. bear witness to this. I want you all to go to my page in a few minutes, or you whenever you go on, it's fine. But I want you to know the tremendous amount of work that's being done on the Boardwalk Global Media Podcast Network. Okay, you don't even know. We getting ready to make sure that we have our billboard going up on 42nd Street. So you're going to be able to see the faces. You're going to be able to see the names, so that you don't think that I'm playing with you. I'm giving you a first-hand look of where we're going. Okay, so don't say you didn't hear this. Don't say you don't know, because we're documenting it and we're also sharing it. So with this few minutes that I do have, these 17 minutes we have left. I think it's 17, something like that. No, I'm sorry. Um 13 minutes we have left. The real discussion with Rock Logic featuring Gary Fax, Rocky D, and Robin every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Second show, Hip Hop Boulevard, the conversation. Hosts are Al Pizarro, Ty Dre, Rock Logic, and Gary Fax. That's bi-weekly on Sundays, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't Be Silenced podcast by Maria Davis, hosted by Maria Davis every Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. Um, NY NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority, the Rock Logic, Sandrea Coleman, and Sam Morse, also with Mike Jones, every Sunday from 4 to 5. You got Mi Gente, Mi People, hosted by Claudia Cici Perez, every Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. Our show, Q Media Nation, with myself, Sister Falana, and Miss Tonier. That's the last Tuesday of every month from 8 to 9 p.m. Hip Hop, Health, and Politics, hosted by Stan Morris, bi-weekly Sundays, 2 to 3 p.m. Perspectively Yours by Jeff Ramel, every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. Now, you get us on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Anchor. And I'm telling you, relationships don't stop there. I'm talking about going into TV. I'm talking about relationships in film. I'm talking about relationships with documentarians. All of that you're getting with here, and understanding that we have a wealth of um, of resources that we're just sharing. We're sharing those resources with people because listen, there's enough work out here for all of us. Do you hear me? There's a lot of work out here for people to get what they need to get, and we don't have to um, not pay attention to what we're doing. We don't have to take from somebody else and steal it. We can make a lane for ourselves. And I'm going to make a lane for you. So hit us at qmediagroupusa@gmail.com. Send us the bio, the three MP3s, the three videos in MP4 format, and your pictures. That's number one. Okay? That's where we get started so that we can get you on our new 24-hour radio station. Okay. Also, if you are a business, this is where the business people come in. Last 10 minutes of the show. If you are a business, I need you to understand the power of branding your business to be on the Q Media Nation platform. Because if you have a commercial, a 30-second commercial, you can send it to us in MP3 format. Okay, I mean MP4, excuse me, the video format MP4, so that we could load it and we could play it also on the station in MP3 format on the 24-hour station, but on the videos, when we actually do the show, you can have your video played. So if you do have a small commercial, and once again, Fiverr.com, they will make commercials for you. so that you can have your commercial done in a professional way. You can send it for revisions and have it sent back to you. It's sometimes it can be as little as $10 and maybe as much as $150. I don't know. But you have to see what it is that you were looking for and match it up with what you think is going to be a great finished product. Get it over to us and let us get it in our rotation. Now, for those of you who know that there are other things that I do, one of the things that I am thoroughly vested in is understanding not just life insurance, but final expense. Too many of us in this industry are passing away without making sure that we, as they say, cover the wagon. As they say, we have to make sure that we do what we're responsible for. If you are a responsible person, I need you to get this one thing, get this one fact. Somebody has to bury you. Somebody has to cremate you. It costs money to do both. It costs money to open up a ground. It costs money to cover it back up. It costs money for your family to have a service. It costs money to take you from where you passed away to where you will end up your remains for eternity. And I know for some of you, this sounds like a completely crazy subject, but I'm telling you, this pandemic has proven that we were not ready, health wise and otherwise, financially, first and foremost. It shook this world financially. But you know what's still standing? The insurance companies, the real estate industry. There are industries that have taken a turn. It may be different companies that have taken a nosedive. But those two industries, you check for yourself, the real estate market and the insurance market are still moving. Whether a company was able to pay out claims or not, they are backed by the insurance, by the banking industry. Even if the banking industry goes down, things will still be done. Okay? So if you are a person who is looking for an something, I want you to give me a call, 551-207-1327. Call my business line. I am licensed in the states of New Jersey, Maryland, and South Carolina. Now, if you're in other states, I can even do business in North Carolina. But if you are a person who absolutely knows the value of your life and the value of your family do, I think he blacked out for like a second. I apologize to anybody who might have been on. Um, let's get this situated. Okay, we're back. But anyway, I want you all to understand this one fact. Somebody has to take care of you. Somebody has to take care of your final wishes. Somebody has to do the things that need to be done. And I'm with a reputable company, Lincoln Heritage. We pay claims, not play games. Now there's some places that may have a discrepancy with certain things. I don't know about all those things. I do know what I'm responsible for. I'm responsible for telling people. I'm responsible for educating people. I'm responsible for getting in the bag with people who absolutely know that they need to take care of things. They absolutely know that they need to take care of this one particular thing that they cannot take care of for themselves when it's all said and done. But at the end of all of this, I want to make sure that whatever you set aside for your family gets to where it needs to go. And not only that, is to make sure that your family knows that they don't have to walk the road alone. That's tremendous. If any of you have ever had to plan a funeral or had to take care of the everything, there's some new things that are happening. Okay, so I want to make sure from us to you that we make it plain and that we make it very, 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 very um, succinct that this is something that we have to take care of. This is something that we have to do for ourselves. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to take control. I mean, absolute control. And taking control means that I'm going to stop being afraid of something that I know is going to happen. And I'm going to make a plan and put it in place so that generation after generation doesn't have to do the same thing over and over again, which is lose. So I'm giving you an opportunity to be with QMedia Nation and get your music out there. But I'm also concerned about the people who come to us, that we're living lives that can end at any moment. So I need you to have a conversation. Even if you don't work with me, ask me the questions. Ask me what is it that you need to put in place. Because nowadays it's more than just about life insurance. It's about taking care of life. Okay? Because life insurance is for the living. Life insurance is not for the dead people. Nope. No matter what you say, it's not for the dead people. It's for the living. Because the dead person can't sign the check. Okay? I need you to understand that part. You can sign the paperwork to put things into effect. When it all said and done, when you get the bill, your family gets the bill, not you. You're not going to be signing off on a bill. You're going to put a little bit of money away every month for a certain amount of years until that you leverage that $50. This is us every day with a final expense plan. You leverage 50, 100, $50 or more. It could be as low as $15. I don't know your situation, but for $15 and up, it could be two, $300. Who knows? But it depends on your health. Number one, it depends on your age, and of course, it depends male or female because the pricing is different. However, when we're talking about this, I have seen so many people, big name people, Aretha Franklin, no will, or a contestable will. Prince, nothing. Michael Jackson, nothing. So many other people. I think there was the other guy, James Gandolfini. Gandolfini. I think I can't remember his last name, but I mean, and it's irrespective of race because we feel like we have so much time. And there are two things that I always say you can't replace: time and life. So whatever time that you have, use it wisely, and whatever life that you have, learn to live it to the best of your ability, not infringing on other people's rights to live, but also to make sure that you make life ready and good for other people. So with that being said, I'm going to say peace out to my family. It is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the Q Media Nation show. I want to thank you for rocking out with us. And as we say, we'll see you hopefully next week. And on November 30th, we'll be back in the Boardwalk Global Media studio. So join us then. I am Sister Falana. This is the Q Media Nation show here on StreamYard, broadcasting to YouTube. And in the background, you are listening to Track Source, who is lighting it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for giving us that music for tonight. So God bless and good night.